right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Yes, we are back. The Millennium News 24 Interfaith Talk Show. I have a host not today. That's going to be very interesting because we're going to be starting Ramadan, into our fast, all right, for that month. And of course, we have our host, Fahim Bey and Gregory Thompson. And we're going to talk about Islam, which is the topic today. It's going to be the voices of Islam, because I have a book that I'm reading now, and it's called Who Speaks for Islam, which is a very controversial book. But I prefer to say, the voices of Islam, because, we all know that in Islam it's a way of life. And so we have two good brothers here that's going to go into, the way of life, which is Islam. So I'm going to start off with Brother Fahim. I've been knowing this brother for 30 years, and this is a good brother. So, I remember studying with this brother so many years with a brother named Imam Isa from the Ansar Allah community out there in Brooklyn. And I was reading a lot of his material, studying Arabic, and I was 17 at the time. And so I learned Islam from that brother, all right? And of course, I learned Islam through Noble Drew Ali. But meanwhile, I'm going to let Brother Fahim introduce himself, and start going into, the studies and life of Islam and his experience.
In the name of Allah, the merciful, to whom all praises due, Lord of the worlds, the heavens and the earth and the boundless universe. Islam, two, Islam, which comes from salam, one of peace, and that's what we are. We are one of peace, even though it doesn't seem like it. Well, the hell that we catching all over the world. A Christian can do anything that they desire and that they want to, legally, illegal, right or wrong, and it's all right. So if a Muslim do something, he a Muslim, he did, and all the time, Christians all over the world, are causing hell, upsetting the earth, and that's not Islam. Islam is Islam, one of peace, and like it says in the Christian Bible, the peacemakers, shall inherit the earth, Now, what do you want to talk about? Imam Isa.
Yes, Imam Isa. That's right. And we could start off with the Ramadan, because the way.
Ramadan.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes.
Ramadan.
Yes.
Ramadan. First of all, the word Ramadan is not Ramadan. It's R-A-M.
Ramadan.
A-D-A-A-N. If you know Arabic, you would know that it's Ram. R-A-M, Ramadan. Ramadan. And what does the word mean? It means the burning. Ramadan. The burning. The burning of what? The burning of all the all the nonsense in the brain, and then the heart, and in the body. Because we do a lot of things. We do a lot of things that we don't think is wrong. I mean, it's worse than wrong. And then you wonder why all the hell that you're getting, and you can't get this, you can't get that. Because, this earth wasn't made wrong. It was made, right. And you're going against everything here, but you're going to catch hell. And I guess that's why I'm catching so much hell now. But Ramadan, the fast, if you do the fast right, you come out right. If you do it wrong, here we go again. Mistakes. That's what this is all about. Asking Allah to forgive you for all the mistakes and all the wrong. And you will be forgiven. Because, see, this is not Christianity. Christianity, they don't ask for forgiveness of Allah, for the things that they do wrong and everything. That no. In Islam, yes, we do. Because in Islam, it is taught and is learned, everything is a worship. Years ago, before I was born and everything, our foreparents days back, They worship, well, they actually worship, but they give, your thanks and praises to the sun, the moon, the stars, everything that Allah has created. Okay, because without Allah creating all these things, no existence. No existence, not here on this planet. Also was learned, that there are 19 other galaxies within this galaxy that we don't know about. I seen this UFO, the flying spaceship and all that. It's 19 other galaxies in this galaxy. We're not the only ones here. Why we think that we're the only ones here? This book, the Quran, the Noble Quran, this is the Noble Quran, tells us all about all of that. All of that. But no, I don't read that book. There ain't no King James. What King James what? You know nothing about King James. King James was a terrible person. King James put his own mother to death because his mother, refused to go along with King James, what he was doing. Oh, boy, King James was something else. King James was into homophilia. Homosexual, everything.
So, Fahim, what we want to talk about
no. We're getting about around to it. Okay.
Yes, but I think it's very important that we stick with that and don't talk about other faiths. I don't want to see like we bashing another faith. But we're not bashing another faith. No, listen. The truth. Fahim, listen to me carefully. We want to focus on Ramadan. All right. And so, how long you been in Ramadan?
Since I was about 13.
Excellent. So we want to talk about your experiences in Ramadan.
That's what I'm getting around to.
All right.
It's rough. It's rough, especially if you don't understand it and you don't know how to do it.
Yeah, but that's why the viewers
are
just going to listen to you. I got what you're saying, but the viewers are watching us, and I want you to be able to go into Ramadan, which is a way of life in Islam. So I want to just really focus on that.
Okay, Ramadan is, like I said, Ramadan is called the word Ramadan is the burning. The burn out, to burn out everything.
All right.
Okay, that.
How often do Ramadan come?
Okay, now
in the year.
Okay, every year. Okay, last year it came in the month of Christmas. That came Christmas. This year it came in the month of Black History.
All right.
Every year it seems like to connect with something. Yes. Okay.
So it's a relationship to the moon.
Okay, you have different phases of the moon.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it's all about. You have a new moon. Okay, you have a waxing moon. You have a quarter moon. Okay, you have what? So many moons. Wow.
Yeah. But the phases of the moon is in relationship to Ramadan. Is what I'm asking.
The phases of the moon is to Ramadan. Okay, you have, which is the starting of Ramadan, full moon.
All right.
And then you have to go through all the rest of the moons to get back to the full moon, which is the end of Ramadan. That takes 30 days.
Got you.
Okay, so the phases, actually, that's each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you got seven, which is perfection. Okay. You break the Quran down in 7 parts. Okay, and if you could break the Quran down properly in 7 parts, you would finish this Quran in 30 days, according to each phase of the moon. Okay,
excellent.
Okay, you finish this Quran if you break it down accordingly. Okay, if you stay in, if you stay with it long enough, it becomes easier to do Ramadan. But when you first start out, Ramadan is difficult when you first start. We had a brother one time come to us. He wanted to, become Muslim and whatnot. We told him, well, Allah makes Muslims.
True.
Yeah. So we told him, okay, now listen, brother, do you really want to? The other brother begged us. So we said, okay, we gave him his shahada and everything and whatnot. 1 week, he went up with, we made prayer. 2 weeks, he made prayer with us. 3 weeks, he made prayer with us. 4 weeks, okay, that's a month. He made prayer with us. Then after the 4th month, we didn't see the brother no more. We didn't see the brother no more.
What you're saying is it's the discipline.
This is more than discipline.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that he didn't have discipline to learn what Islam is about. It's a way of life.
And that's what we told. We said, listen, Islam, it's not Christianity. It's blah, 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 blah. So after the 4th week, we're looking for the brother. We're looking all over for the brother. So we just stopped looking for him. So we happened to be driving down the street. And we see him, say, yo, bro, What happened, bro? Brother said, listen, I resign for your religion. Y'all pray too much.
Wow. How many prayers a day?
5.
All right. So for those times that he had met with you, he had to pray 5 times a day. So he felt overwhelmed, which is really, you showing reverence to Allah. When you have that type of discipline. You're right, brother.
Mm-hmm. Discipline,
right.
like I said, discipline ain't the word. More than discipline, because see, we don't want to stop smoking. We don't want to stop drinking. We don't want to stop sexing. We don't stop violating women. We don't stop doing all the things that we should not be doing. Okay?
Got you.
I'm going to tell you.
Got you.
Experience, because it's happening right now. Mess with Allah going to whoop your butt.
Got you.
You don't think so? Mess with God, I'll whoop your butt. I'm getting whooped right now. Right now. Okay. Getting back to.
I'm going to come back to you. I just want to bring Brother Gregory in. You stated something early to me, and I want you to be able to express that to our viewers about what you said about the impact, because I think that's important, because Fahim already expressed that he helped the brother do a shahada, and he's saying they're praying too much. So that's an impact. So what would be your expression, brother?
Well, I think it's very significant that Ramadan comes in the month of Black history, because Islam has greatly influenced the Black experience. Malcolm X, who was a protest leader, it was through the Nation of Islam that they were able to help the civil rights leaders accomplish what they accomplished.
Very
because
true.
The government feared the alternative, which was Islam, or the Islamic movement, or the Muslim movement.
Got you.
I often explain that it was a powerful Black theologian by the name of James Cone.
All right.
And what James Cone did was he merged the philosophy of Malcolm X, which was Islamic philosophy, and the philosophy of Dr. Martin Luther King, and came up with a systematic Black theology, a liberation theology. And that has, to this day, has influenced the Black church. Martin Luther King, it's important point is that Martin Luther King, who took the name of the 16th century Reformationists.
Yes, right. Martin Luther, yes.
Right. Martin Luther started a movement to protest the supremacy of the papacy, which was the church.
That's true.
Dr. King took it a step further. He began to protest white supremacy, racism.
Yeah.
So he took it further than his forerunner did.
Got you.
Islam was very significant in the development of a liberation movement in America among Black people.
True.
East Coast Black Panther Party,
Yes.
Assata Shakur,
Yes.
Daruba,
That's right.
Zay Shakur.
That's right.
All of these brothers, right, were Muslims.
That's true.
Right? And they brought this culture into the Black experience.
True.
Right? And it enriched our movement.
True, it did.
You know? So
yes, especially the Nation of Islam,
right.
because their discipline is incredible. It's
Right.
awesome,
Right.
with the sisters that's properly dressed from
Right.
head to toe,
Right.
the brothers are properly dressed from head to toe,
Right.
and that's the discipline right
It's a
there.
discipline.
Because people don't have to see us in the light of being ghettoish, as they say, or acting any way out of character, that we could be upright people, that we could be respected throughout the world. And Farrakhan, through the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he brought that type of image,
Right.
To the world. And of course, other Islamic countries, they respect Farrakhan because of the discipline that he had brought, and standing up against the injustices that's going on in this country. You see what I'm saying? So you're bringing a very good point. All right, I'm gonna bring you right back, brother. But in the meantime, we're gonna be taking a commercial break for our viewers. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Millennium News 24, your trusted source for accurate, unbiased news. We're here to bring you the stories that matter most. from America and around the world with integrity and a commitment to truth. In today's world, where misinformation can easily spread, having access to reliable news is more important than ever. At Millennium News 24, we aim to cut through the noise by delivering clear, fact-based reporting. Whether you're following major events or looking for in-depth analysis, we are here to serve you with transparency and respect for all communities regardless of color, wealth, or religion. This beautiful America was built by the resilience of its people, immigrants, entrepreneurs, doctors, and everyday individuals working together to create something great. It's this spirit that inspires us to provide you with news that's inclusive, honest, and relevant. We believe that informed citizens are the foundation of a strong society, and we strive to give you the knowledge you need to make a difference. From breaking news to insightful features, we bring you comprehensive coverage on politics, economics, health, culture, and much more. We believe that everyone deserves access to the truth, and we are proud to be a part of a global network that connects people through information. Stay informed by following us on your devices, including iOS, Android, Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, and Smart TVS. And for global access, we're also available on Horizon Satellite. Visit us at www.millenniumtv24.com or www.millenniumnews24.com to stay updated. At Millennium News 24, our mission is to promote unity, understanding, and progress in a rapidly changing world. Join us as we work to inspire positive action through the power of truth. Thank you for watching. Follow us, subscribe, and stay informed.
Yes, we're back for the Voices of Islam. And of course, we have Brother Fahim and Brother Gregory. And I want to get back into this Ramadan, not only that it refers to the burning, but does it refer to a certain period of night? Brother Fahim?
Oh, Ramadan.
Yes, very important. People know.
During the daylight hours, nothing enters the mouth. Nothing enters the mouth. Okay. The brain, nothing negative enters the brain. The heart, even though it's a muscle, nothing enters the heart negative. That's what that's what you're doing. You're burning out all that negativity. Okay, mind, heart, and self. You're trying to get all that out of there, and focus on the Creator of the heavens and the earth and the boundless universe. Okay, which nothing will exist if Almighty God Allah did not create it. Okay, Islam, like I was saying before the commercial break, Islam is really, really serious. Okay, it's not difficult. Okay, cut out the negativity that we are encased in this society. Islam is very, very easy. But you have to come from the mind. The mind, instead of the mindset, instead of the mind ill. Because see, we're ill, we're sick, and we like being sick. Okay, before you can get rid of this sickness, you have to go to the doctor. The doctor's right here. Quran, that's the doctor right there. Everything here, you need just to get rid of your sickness. Okay.
Let's talk about the Ansar community in Brooklyn by Imam Isa, who, he have raised up a lot of the brothers and sisters around the country.
Isa and the Ansar community in Brooklyn, bad brother. That brother up there, that brother, excellent. No one has written more books than Imam Isa, al-Sadi al-Mahdi. All right, no one has written more books than him. Name me somebody that's written more books about all the subjects as far as Islam, and religion is concerned. Hebrew and Islam, same thing. It's just practiced wrong by people that, really not of that religion. They took it over because it says blessed. Watch out for those in the synagogues of Satan. Claiming to be who they're not. So they have taken over. What I'm saying to y'all is that Islam is written this way. From left to right. It's written this way with the legs up. Hebrew is written from left to right, but it's this way with the legs down. They're both the same language, just a different little dialect, okay, coming from different region, okay, of, okay, El Capital Land, which is you're called Africa, okay, which is the proper name, El Capital Land, okay. It's for an example, Jesus spoke in a language, okay, that was consistent of people in Hebrew and people in Arabic can understand. So in other words, wherever, okay, you are, okay, in one part of the so-called Africa, in other part, upper, lower, you can understand everything. That's why he spoke the language that he spoke, that entwined the two languages, because that's what it was. Okay, one up, the other one down, and that's where it traveled. Okay, up for Egypt, lower Egypt. Now you got it. Upper Egypt, lower Egypt. All right. Then El Imam Isa, what he books on every subject, all kinds of subjects, every subject, and for men, and for women, and for children. But the best thing that I loved about the Ansar community, okay, that the children was in charge. The children, that kids, baby, go. The children were in charge.
Was he teaching the Arabic to the children?
The children were in charge. The children were teaching us.
All right.
See, that's how good it was. The children were teaching us. Once the children got this, and the first one, Alif. Once they got that first, Alif, that's the Arabic. That's the Arabic, okay, all right? That's the Arabic alphabet. The first letter is Alif. Once they got that, they were off and running. You couldn't stop them. The children who were taught us, okay?
And it's Quranic Arabic, right?
What? Okay.
It's not an Arabic of dialects, but it's a Quranic Arabic, right? You want to go into that?
Okay, the Prophet Muhammad, okay, was of the Quraysh tribe. He spoke Quraysh form of Arabic. It's a lot of different dialects, okay? But he spoke the Quraysh because he was from the Quraysh, okay? Now, when it came to the Quran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, okay, all right, bless the brother, okay, you're with Quran and the Arabic of the Quran, in the Arabic, okay, it became a little bit different because this book is not normal according to man, okay, and so the Arabic in this book, okay, is not normal according to man. It is normal. It's more than normal according to man, okay, because it's different dialects of Arabic. There's only one dialect of this Quran, which is the Fusha Arabia, the Quranic Arabia, the Fusha Arabia. Now, there's probably some people out there going, will have a lot of problems with this, that, and other thing, whatnot. Listen, we got to stop. We got to stop battling each other.
Now, what about the script, Arabic script?
We got to stop Arabic script.
Yeah, let's talk about the Arabic script.
There you go, Arabic
Because
script.
now we talked about the language with Fusha, Quranic Arabic.
Okay.
What about the Arabic script?
I said when the children get a little something of this Arabic script, they go crazy. This is why. This is why right here. Now, they don't go crazy like insane. They go crazy over the excitement and over, okay, they go. In other words, if you give me some ice cream, go, I go crazy. All I want to do is go crazy. They want to eat. They want to eat. Because it's all right here. All right here. Just like I told you about the Hebrew and the Arabic up and down with the legs. And now the next time you'll see it, you'll say, oh, I see it now. It's the same script. It's the same script. And the children, I'm telling you, all right, that's why El Imam Isa, okay, he started out with, okay, the Nubian Islamic Hebrew. See? He brought us to Jesus first, then took us to Muhammad with the Arabic. Because why? Because we were so Jesus conscious and whatnot. Okay, come on, he had to reduce that, not take it out, just reduce it to get us over to the Arabic and Muhammad to let us know, okay, where we going? He took us somewhere. He took us somewhere where we came to this. which is Arabic also, which is Quranic also, but he just did it in a different form. Okay, in other words, a language.
So what is this called, so the people would know?
This is Arabic, but it's in a different form because it's under what you would call a secret society, just like the Masons. The Masons have things.
Yeah, but what is this pronunciation of what I'm saying? So the people would know, because you held the book up so they need
to pronounce it. It's easy to pronounce it. See, we can do it to anybody. Pronounce it.
Wadifa.
Yeah, right. See. He has me pronounce it, okay, because it looks hard. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Okay. We were taught to make things hard. All the letters are here. And I know this brother ain't had no problem with it because he's an etymologist, so you can.
Oh man, Fahim.
Yes, okay.
You're telling.
Yep. Yes, I am, because it's Islam. Islam is etymology.
True.
Islam etymology. That's why the children go so crazy. Okay.
They're gonna learn. Yeah.
That's where they get this, because they see all the etymology in this.
Yes.
It's all etymology.
True.
In this. If the brother and I who sat down and I educate the brother to just these different little things here, he's a master etymologist. But he'll take this book, make another book out of it.
yeah. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
So I want to talk to Greg because he had brought up some very interesting things, because the way of Islam did impact our people, and you did mention something concerning the Reformation, but I also want to bring to your attention too, and I want you to elaborate more on it, but it was the Moors who actually brought the Renaissance into Europe,
right,
and brought up all kinds of textiles and baths and
everything,
and embroidery,
everything. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we actually civilized Europe, because Europe was running with black pegs to a point where it was affecting us globally, like that COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So the Moors moved up in there from Machiavelli up into Europe to clean out that black plague, and of course reformed them. All right, because it was just a problem of religious persecution that was going on, the unsanitary situations or conditions was going on, and so it's just unfortunate that our people is not as impacted on it as it was back then in Europe. But we did get the brothers like Farrakhan, Elijah. You got even the brother who Dr. York talks about, the elder in Islam. You know the name, the brother from the doctor used to talk to.
Because it was so many of them, because they had York had a brother right here in Mount Vernon in the Akbar Center for the Arts.
Yes,
was the elder too. Okay, that
yes,
he had to call upon.
This was looking late 1800s, early 1900s. Yes, because he spoke about them in his publication. But I want you to continue, Brother Gregory, concerning the impact. The impact that you was talking about before.
Yeah, well, the Moors did bring civilization into Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It was Isabella and Ferdinand, the two monarchs, came together to push the Moors out. But that's after they were acculturated.
That's true. That's true.
But let me point this out. I think it's very significant. Ramadan is probably the greatest global event ever, because it brought the whole of humanity
together. Yes, true.
Nothing else did.
That's true.
Nothing else brought the whole of humanity
together. That's true.
So that's very significant, and I think that is a template for the world.
True.
To learn from.
This
true.
This
is a religion that can bring all of us together.
That's true. We hold that note, because we're going to go to a commercial break to our views, and we're going to come back to that note.
Welcome to Millennium News 24, your trusted source for accurate, unbiased news. We're here to bring you the stories that matter most from America and around the world with integrity and a commitment to truth. In today's world, where misinformation can easily spread, having access to reliable news is more important than ever. At Millennium News 24, we aim to cut through the noise by delivering clear, fact-based reporting. Whether you're following major events or looking for in-depth analysis, we are here to serve you with transparency and respect for all communities regardless of color, wealth, or religion. This beautiful America was built by the resilience of its people, immigrants, entrepreneurs, doctors, and everyday individuals working together to create something great. It's this spirit that inspires us to provide you with news that's inclusive, honest, and relevant. We believe that informed citizens are the foundation of a strong society, and we strive to give you the knowledge you need to make a difference. From breaking news to insightful features, we bring you comprehensive coverage on politics, economics, health, culture, and much more. We believe that everyone deserves access to the truth, and we are proud to be a part of a global network that connects people through information. Stay informed by following us on your devices, including iOS, Android, Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, and Smart TVS. And for global access, we're also available on Horizon Satellite. Visit us at www.millenniumtv24.com or www.millenniumnews24.com to stay updated at Millennium News 24. Our mission is to promote unity, understanding, and progress in a rapidly changing world. Join us as we work to inspire positive action through the power of truth. Thank you for watching. Follow us, subscribe, and stay informed.
Yes, we are back, and we're going to pick up from Brother Gregory, the continue of the Moors having an impact up in Europe. So as you were, particular brother, pick up where you left off.
Yes. We can surmise that had these monarchs, had they not come together to run the Moors out of Europe,
True.
There's a great possibility that Christopher Columbus would have never so-called discovered America.
That's true.
Exactly.
Right. So that was an event.
That's true.
That caused that. But what I want to point out is this. I remember during the 1960s, President Nasser came to America.
All right.
I think at the invitation of the Nation of Islam. And he was greeted at the airport with these uniform brothers.
Wow. For
the
in nation.
formation.
Awesome.
And you know how the Western media projects black people as,
negative,
very negative image.
Yeah,
so when this brother came over and seen how disciplined,
that's what I'm saying.
And, these brothers were, he was blown away by that. So he invited the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to come over to Africa and teach the Africans that kind of Islam. Let me point this out. It wasn't orthodoxy Islam because they weren't performing Hajj and all this other stuff. But the name Allah, the name Islam,
that's right,
was brought through that conduit.
That's right.
It was something similar to scientific socialism, if you understand what that means.
I know exactly what that means,
right?
brother.
Okay. So they applied a scientific socialism, and they tailored the Islam, right, so that it would be. It's like a doctor putting sugar on some bad tasting medicine.
Got you.
So they tailored Islam in a way that the black man in America would accept, right? And perhaps the African would accept, right?
Yes.
Let me also point out this. Prophet Muhammad said that he was the seal of the prophets.
Yes.
Which means that he recognized all prophets, right? And he basically advocated the oneness of prophecy.
Yes.
Right? As a way to bring the whole of humanity together.
Yes.
Which was very important.
Very important.
Very important because we should not be divided along religious lines.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, in that regard, I think that Islam played a very positive role.
Yes.
In not only in my experience.
Yes.
The experience of all African American Kunta Kinte.
That's true.
Right.
They showed Muslim. That's right.
And it's because of Malcolm X meeting Alice Haley.
That's right.
And Alice Haley being regaled by this brother, he went to seek out his ancestry.
True.
And in doing so, right, he found out that his distant relative or his ancestor was a Muslim.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think America downplays the significance that Islam played.
But let's say it like this, because you're on track, brother. But one thing that I do say to people, it's not so much America, it's the European colonizers who came into America and was downplaying because they wanted to politically control land and labor of people who were not them. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important because, you know, that we have indigenous people here in America, and I know they probably feel some kind of way that the word America has been so tainted by them Europeans who came here that it's almost like a bad word. You know, America becomes a bad word. You know what I'm saying? So then how do the people here, because now you got some Native Americans who became Muslims. All right. I got a book called Muslim in Antebellum America. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when Barack Obama was being attacked, he brought it out that this country was not a Christian nation, but it was an Islamic country. All right. And he talked about this from the Treaty of Tripoli. Yes. All right. Because he was being attacked because, of course, he's a Muslim from his father on the side of Kenya. All right. But because of those, again, these Europeans, all right, who call themselves Americans, which really they are Europeans because like last year, the Irish Day Parade, Irish Day. Biden left this country and he's the president, as they said, sworn him in, and he went to Ireland to pay his homage to Ireland. Yes. So if the people vote him in and he's paying homage to the people in Ireland, then we vote in the wrong people because I thought you was American. So when these European holidays come up, they're no longer American. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So I think it's very important that we articulate and separate the word American from those who are actually behind the scene using the term, oh, we Americans. All right. The book that I was reading was called Who Speaks for Islam? And as I was reading the book, again, they're giving a bad name to Islam concerning democracy. All right. And so in Islam, all right, it's a way of life. The democracy that they talk about in this country is not a way of life. It's about a fight between the Democrats and the Republican. All right. And the people is caught up in the middle of it. All right. And we can see it under the present administration of Donald Trump, who he put Elon Musk in certain governmental positions. But again, we got caught up in the middle between these two political parties. And to me, we need to pull away from them because they're talking about the DEI, right? They're talking about U.S. aid, that they're taking the tax dollars from us and funding everybody around the world. But people don't know around the world that, as Fahim said earlier, we catching hell here. But people want to run here, right? They want to run here thinking that the gold bricks is here, all right? But I just want you to start elaborating again back on this Reformation, the Moors, because you brought up a very good point, because I think people need to be aware that who was really responsible why we are still here is because of our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? My people is Gullah. You hear the name Allah in Gullah.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because our people were Muslims, all right? But when we got hit with the European under the slave trade, what happened? They took away that, like you showed about Alex Haley with Roots, that Kunta was Muslim, all right? So Lou Gossip Jr., right, when they see them in the barn praying, that's Kunta, He said, "Oh, brother, you can't do that.
Mhm.
If Master see you, he gonna whip you."
Mhm.
You know, because they had issues against us. So, and that's another reason why we cling on to Islam, because we, like you stated, and like Brother Fahim stated, it was something that was liberating. You can't be no democratic than being liberated away from your oppressor. You know, because it's through the religion that they was using to oppress us. They was even oppressing their own people. That's why they had to have Reformation League concerning Martin Luther.
Right.
You know, so I just want you to continue to pick up what you were saying, Brother Gregory.
Well, Dr. King made an attempt to start a second Reformation. The first Reformation was Martin Luther nailing the 95 Theses on the door of the Church of Wittenberg in 1650.
Yes,
Right?
I remember that.
Well, Martin Luther King wrote the letter from Birmingham prison, right?
That's
And that
serious.
was another thesis. He didn't literally nail it there, but
Gotcha.
philosophically he did.
Gotcha.
And that was the point of a second Reformation.
Gotcha.
Right? Martin Luther King also went to President Kennedy and said, "This is 100 years after Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
Gotcha.
You have an opportunity to sign a second Emancipation Proclamation, right?
Mm.
You know, 100 years after Lincoln.
Gotcha.
Right? And it's not ironic, but it's significant
Very.
that Lincoln was assassinated
Yeah, of course.
and Kennedy was assassinated.
Yeah.
Basically for the same reason.
Yes.
The race issue.
Yes, of course.
Martin
The
Luther
racist.
King, all of them.
Right.
Yes.
But
He
I'm
did-
saying
he
these two white boys
Yeah,
were
yeah,
killed
okay.
were killed because of their involvement in the race issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Yes.
pointing out.
Yes.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but I think African American owe a great debt to the Islamic civilization period.
Of course.
Is the fastest growing civilization in the world.
Yes.
Islamic and Asian civilizations
Yes.
are the two fastest growing civilizations
in the world. That's
That's
true.
a fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, we owe a debt of gratitude,
Yeah.
to the Muslim civilization.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
For we ain't totally liberated. But
Yeah.
for the little meager rights that
Yeah.
we have received. Because trust me, there was no stronger voice in America than Malcolm X.
That's right.
No stronger voice,
Yeah.
And they feared the MX missile,
Mm-hmm.
so they supported
Yeah.
the civil rights movement because it advocated nonviolence and passive resistance.
Which was good because then our people throughout the world could see that on one side we were a nonviolent people, right? But yet every time you turn around, the news is showing us to be the high crime people. They don't show the other side of us.
No.
All right. And this is why when people come to this country, they don't respect us because they flash all this negativity. They're not going to, the noble men and women who are doing the work and trying to maintain. You got those who got non-for-profits out there. You got the churches, the mosque. They out there feeding the people. You know what I'm saying? Because and they won't show that.
No.
The people standing online for food.
No.
By the thousands. All right. So why is that? Other people throughout the world think that this is the land of milk and honey.
Mm.
But if this is the land of milk and honey, why is the people standing online?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So who's causing the destruction in this society?
Mm-hmm.
The Democrats and the Republicans. All right. But yet they always keep jumping on Islam.
Right.
Look who destroyed Gaza.
Mm-hmm.
Gaza was a place that was based upon Palestinian Muslims,
Mm-hmm.
Palestinian Jews, Palestinian Christians. For 1,000 years, they lived peacefully. And they don't have a military over there.
No.
All right. So, and that's why they can destroy up the land. At least Ukraine has a chance because he has military and he has U.S. backing and finances.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
Palestine was under the Ottoman Turks.
We're gonna hold you right there. We're gonna come back to a commercial break for our viewers. We're gonna hold you right back there.
Welcome to Millennium News 24, your trusted source for accurate, unbiased news. We're here to bring you the stories that matter most from America and around the world with integrity and a commitment to truth. In today's world, where misinformation can easily spread, having access to reliable news is more important than ever. At Millennium News 24, we aim to cut through the noise by delivering clear, fact-based reporting. Whether you're following major events or looking for in-depth analysis, we are here to serve you with transparency and respect for all communities regardless of color, wealth, or religion. This beautiful America was built by the resilience of its people, immigrants, entrepreneurs, doctors, and everyday individuals working together to create something great. It's this spirit that inspires us to provide you with news that's inclusive, honest, and relevant. We believe that informed citizens are the foundation of a strong society, and we strive to give you the knowledge you need to make a difference. From breaking news to insightful features, we bring you comprehensive coverage on politics, economics, health, culture, and much more. We believe that everyone deserves access to the truth, and we are proud to be a part of a global network that connects people through information. Stay informed by following us on your devices, including iOS, Android, Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, and Smart TVS. And for global access, we're also available on Horizon Satellite. Visit us at www.millenniumtv24.com or www.millenniumnews24.com to stay updated at Millennium News 24. Our mission is to promote unity, understanding, and progress in a rapidly changing world. Join us as we work to inspire positive action through the power of truth. Thank you for watching. Follow us, subscribe, and stay informed.
Yes, we are back, and we're going to allow the guest host that's here, Gregory. He's going to pick up for what he left off just before we went to commercial break.
In 1914 or 1915, with the fall of the Ottoman Empire,
yes,
the European hordes, they got together and they divided up the territory in the Middle East.
Yes.
Palestine. Well, Palestine went to the British, right? And
True.
other parts of the Middle East went to the French.
True.
These were the colonialists.
That's true.
You know, Western colonialism took it over. Now, after the defeat of Hitler, Adolf Hitler, they drew up what is known as the Atlantic Charter, which recognized the sovereignty of all nations.
Yes.
Right? So, they gave the European Union and the United States gave Palestine, right, which was already a country, right, occupied by the citizens of that country.
True.
To the Jews as reparations.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is what catapult into what we are seeing today.
Yeah.
You cannot displace a whole nation
of people. But they're doing it, brother.
Based on the book.
Yeah.
Right. Of the Jewish people.
Well, let me interject for a second, because you know I travel around a lot, and the Hasidic Jews do not agree with the state of Israel, because they say that is not the prophecy of the book
according to the Hebrew Bible.
All right.
Because you have two, the Hasidic Jews and the Zionist Jews.
Well, I'm about to go into that
because
it's interesting that you're saying that, because the Zionist Congress is what it's called, in Basel, Switzerland, got together in 1897. Pardon me, in 1897 they got together to determine what land they was going to take of their own. At first, people don't know they was going to go to Uganda.
Yeah, I was going to point that out.
Yes, they was going to go to Uganda, where Idi Amin was at the time. All right, and that's where the Israeli gun called the Uzi. That material come from that same raw materials from Uganda, all right, that most people is not aware of. But in 1967, that's when the Palestine was moved on, and the U.S. and Great Britain established an Israeli state. You know, and they've been having problems ever since. But listen, it wasn't for Muslims, which is Saladin. He captured Jerusalem after the Persians had left up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So it's so important to know the history so that way you will see what's going on today. All right. A lot of our people out there today who's watching is oblivious, historically speaking, about what happened. And now the question is, where are we at as a people when it comes to these conditions? Like, for instance, Brother Greg had brought up something concerning the Ottoman. The Ottomans in 1453, right, under the leadership and studies of the Quran and Muhammad, peace be upon him, took over and changed that whole system up, which we know is Turkey today, right? But why didn't those Muslims help the Muslims in the western part of Europe, where the Moors ran up in there? So the Moors were kicked out by the monarchs, as you stated earlier. But why did the Ottomans allow the monarchs to kick out other Muslims? Why I'm saying this, that was going on historically, it's still going on today. Mm-hmm. Because you got Muslim countries, all right, standing back and watching Gaza being demolished by a Zionist movement, all right? Because these are not from the line of Judah or the Israelites, all right? These are Zionist Europeans who determined that they were going to take over that land, right. All right? And it had nothing to do with the Tanakh or the Torah, right. Because the Hasidic Jews, mm-hmm. all right, do not support the state of Israel, that Zionist state.
Well, historically, mm-hmm. right, long before 1948,
yes,
the Scott Irish entered this hemisphere, right, to establish the new Zion.
Yes, true, right? True. You know?
And in the Horn of Africa, mm-hmm. the Dutch Boers,
that's right,
came in to establish the new Zion.
That's right.
Right. So Zionism existed long before 1948.
True.
Right? And it was just another fixture yes. of European colonialism.
That's right.
That's all it was.
That's what it was.
They conquered through evangelization
True.
And colonization.
True.
Right.
Yes.
When they came into this country, Cortez.
Yes.
And what's the other guy? Francisco.
Yes.
When they came in,
the conquistadors. Right, yes.
They came in with the same thing.
Yes.
They said, "This is our Bible. This gives us a right to this land."
Yeah.
Right. You know. So it's the same old game.
Yeah. Definitely. I want you to give your closing statement, brother, because we are coming up on the closing of this show, and I want to be able to educate people in Islam so they see what it's all about. So I want you to give me your closing, statement concerning the voices of Islam and how it impacts on the people. And I'm going to go to Brother Fahim. It's very important. What is your closing? What would you close out with?
Well, my closing statement would be that I think that we all should become students of Islam and study Islam and learn from Islam. I think that it is the guiding way for any revolutionary that wants to see a change throughout the world. I think that is the perfect template that we can use.
True.
And even if you don't believe you're a Muslim, the word itself means submission to God.
That's right.
And we all submit.
Yes.
God created the world. We all submitted. So,
yes.
In that
true.
regard, we all are.
Very
Muslims,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
We're not the Muslims who took our shahada, but we are the Muslims in the sense that
true.
We have to obey the rules of God.
Well, it's interesting. This has been a saying that in the East, they were born into Islam. We was converted into it because it was taken away from us. All right. We had it, in the past, but when the European had flooded us with their beliefs, by torturing us into their faith and moving us away from our culture, in Islam and our way of life. All right. So it's like, it's really coming back to us, considering the fact that what we went through. Brother Fahim, I want you to give the people, your closing statement about Islam and, and this is the month of Ramadan. We're coming up, and so let the people know what's going on.
Islam, very simple. This is Islam, right here. This is Islam right here. Okay, yes, they took Islam from us, but they didn't take Islam out of us.
That's true.
This is Islam right here.
There you go.
Okay, those who are of peace. Okay, those who are of peace. That's it. And we love y'all. We love it because we know that y'all out there in TV land, y'all are Islamic too. Okay, you just got to drop all that other stuff. Okay, you'll understand that Islam is all of us. L-O-V-E. That's Islam, love. Okay?
True.
And that's what we have here. Islam, because we love each other.
That's
here.
true.
Okay.
That's true. Now, I want you to close out too, brother, because we're coming up in the month of Ramadan.
Okay.
Just give the people what they should do.
Okay.
In the month of Ramadan.
Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this Quran, okay, do as much as you can. So if you can't perform, okay, the duties of Islam, okay, prescribed by Allah in this Quran, okay, then do as much as you can. Do as much as you can. Okay, Islam is not that if you don't do this and you don't do that, okay, Allah's gonna punish you, God's gonna punish you. God gonna punish you?
Or go to hell.
Yeah, ain't that something? All the hell you catching right here. Where you going?
Sure.
You go something worse than this?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Then this is good then. Okay. Now to close out, we'll close out until with the same opening that began with. Do it. Okay, closing out. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. I mean,
that's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful, and thank you for being on this Interfaith talk show, because we talk about different faiths around the world, so that way people can know each other and have respect for each other and have love, as you express that right here is Islam, because it deals with love and peace, and if our people can just pull together with those beautiful, tenets of faith, we wouldn't have to worry about war.
That's right.
Starvation.
That's right. Because economic war with somebody you love.
That's right. And economic, oppression. Is this and this homelessness, towards the veterans and then you have the migration of people who's having problems in their country coming over here. And it's not that they cannot be helped, because U.S. aid is definitely being given the tax dollars of the people all over the world. So why couldn't they keep them in the country and sit down and talk with them so they won't have to come over the borders?
Too much like Ray.
You follow me what I'm saying? Because you can sit down with Putin, you can sit down with Netanyahu, you can sit down with Zelensky, so why not sit down with those folks in South America and see how we can help them with the aid, instead of them coming over to the borders and causing economic strife, and oppression in this economy. So listen, thank you for coming to the show, and we'll be back here next week. And peace and prosperity.
Peace.
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 They don't think we love each other. Give me some of that, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of that, great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Bless you.